How easy is it to hit top 50 legend in Hearthstone ranked play? Damn son, that's a lot of frosty boys.
From free to play all the way to the best ranks in all of Legend, Burn Shaman is definitely the best deck in the entire game, and it's also the cheapest. So if you're wanting to improve your Hearthstone gameplay and hit Legend, I cannot recommend a deck more than this one. I truly believe that Burn Shaman is the best deck in the format, but it's not only that, it's the cheapest and it's also the most fun. I think that there are plenty of different ways to be able to play this deck, and it just lets a good player be good. And if you've seen some of my content before, you know I absolutely love decks that kind of not necessarily push me out of my comfort zone, but force me to play multiple different game plans versus just, oh, let's just go for the combo and burst them down. No. This is not just a combo deck. And if you think this is just a combo deck, you are not looking at the full skill of what this deck is capable of. You can play as a tempo deck, you can play as a combo deck, but you can also play as like this weird control stall type of deck while you're accumulating your burn and generating a gigantic board in the process thanks to your Snowfall Guardians and your Brilliant Macaws. But there are tons of synergies with this deck. But before I get into the deck, I just want to go ahead and showcase which one that I had been playing for most of my climb, because as I stated, this was a free-to-play account. So I mostly played with this list right here without the inclusion of Bru'kan of the elements, and I'll get into the reasons why I think you should or shouldn't include him depending on what your dust situation is. But for the last bit of my climb on the Asia ladder, I ended up climbing to top 25 legend, currently decayed to 35 legend because there's a lot of people playing right now. But I did it with Bru'kan in my deck, mostly due to the amount of mirror matches that I was seeing and the amount of aggro I was seeing. Bru'kan can be pretty helpful if you need AoE, removal, or sometimes healing or burst in order to close out some games. But regardless of Bru'kan, I think this deck is extremely solid. These 29 cards are just really good, and if you don't have Bru'kan, you can just put in a second Primal Dungeoneer, so it's not even a problem. But let me go ahead and explain to you guys just why Burn Shaman is the best deck in the game, how you can win with it, and how you're going to be able to notify what gameplay or what game plan is the most effective. Before we get into the mulligan, I want to talk about a few of the different ways that we play this deck, because as I mentioned earlier, it's not just a combo deck. However, that is how you're going to win most of your games, is through some sort of gigantic burst combo. You have the combo win con, where you can do like this gigantic overload turn with your novice zappers with all of your overload cards and then finish the game with an overdraft. It is possible to deal 30 damage with this combo, but you're going to need multiple combo pieces and multiple sources of spell damage in order to make this happen. That being said, it is not the most consistent way that you are going to be able to win your games, because holding off for so long and not fighting for board and just making like making a threshold of 30 your goal versus like 18 or like 20 is a big difference on why I feel like a lot of newer players struggle with this deck, because they want to hoard the combo pieces and then just unload them when the time is right. But there are times that you're just gonna die before that. So what happens if the combo is not the way that we want to win? Well, there's lots of ways of being able to play for tempo. If you look at my stats, my Druid stats are almost 75% favored in favor of the Shaman, and this is including Kaza Druid and Aggro Druid. So both matchups are somewhat favorable for you, but the Aggro matchup is a little bit more dependent on certain cards such as Landslide, and I'll get to that here in a moment. But when you're playing for tempo, there have literally been times where I play my Novice Zapper on turn 1. I would not really recommend this unless you know for sure that your opponent is playing a Kaza Druid, because if they are playing aggro and they kill this minion, then not having this with Landslide can be very detrimental to your win con. But if you're fighting, you know, a Kaza Druid, and you know that they don't fight for the board, just throw out some of your cards that play minions. I've literally played Lightning Bloom into Serpent Portal on turn 1 against a Druid, against a Kaza Druid, and that minion stuck for the entire game. So if you're able to stick minions and then just slam them in the face, there's not a lot that they can do. As I was stating earlier, and Scale of the Onyxia is really the only card that they have to interact with your board, and that's the the only card that they can draw in that matchup that gives them the time that they need in order to get the scam out of the Kazakhstan. So this is really good into Kazakhstan Druid. And then there's the other win con of stalling and playing the control game plan. Pretty much with Zapper and Landslide, this is the main way that you are going to beat most of the aggro decks. Most of the Shadow Priests that I have fought, most of the Token Druids, especially going into Token Druid because of how Landslide works with the Death Rattle effects, with composting and with the squirrels, because you can even, like if you play Landslide into the Death Rattles, it does the first wave, the Death Rattles trigger, they draw the cards, they draw the acorns hopefully from their deck, and then the second Landslide trigger will hopefully get rid of those minions that are summoned. So it's really effective in those aggro matchups. Plus, you could still somewhat play for tempo. You can use your Frostbites to kill 1/3s against priests. It's very, very powerful. And you're just able to play for the board in general. And when people say that the board doesn't matter, I point to them to Burn Shaman because I've played many, many tempo games and won through that fashion. And then, as I was saying, there was the stall control option as well. Outside of like the Landslide combos, you do have your Snowfall Guardians, which you can combo up to 4 times. There are some matchups that just simply can't deal with this, but you guys are probably already well familiar with this. But this deck is finding that sweet spot of knowing when to go for tempo, when to go for delay, and then when to go for the combo. And then, of course, the penultimate win con is just play Wildpaw Cavern on turn 1. If you're going second and you have the coin, all you need to do is just mulligan for Lightning Bloom and Wildpaw Cavern. And if you play that on turn 1, I think I have only lost 1 or 2 times doing this on turn 1. And I'm not including Warrior. Warrior is like one of the worst matchups. They can easily counter this combo. But against Druid, against Priest, against Shaman mirrors, it absolutely destroys. So hopefully that gave you guys a bit of an idea of how you can play this deck, because it's not just a combo deck, it can be a tempo deck, and in some aspects, it can even be a control deck. Now let's go ahead and dive into the mulligan, because I believe that this is going to be the hardest part of this deck. The first bit of advice that I can tell you is literally what I was just telling you earlier. If you're going second and you have the coin, there are lots of situations to where you just want a mulligan for your Wildpaw Cavern opener. According to the HS replay stats, Wildpaw Cavern has a kept win rate of 91.9% over the course of tons and tons of games. So believe me when I say that this card is just really what you want a mulligan for, because its mulligan win rate is a 65% damn near. And then just here are all the stats so you guys can understand just what you want to mulligan for more times than not. But I'm going to give you guys a few ideas of how you want to mulligan against certain matchups, because it's really important that you master the mulligan in order to master this deck. So case in point, there are going to be times where you're going first. I would highly recommend for you to keep Primordial Studies and your Sleep Breaker, not just because they're 1 and 2 drops, but because they really help with getting your Multicaster value. Multicaster is not a card that you're going to keep all too commonly, but I believe that if you're going against slow matchups, then it is a good card to keep, especially if you have this really good curve that helps you play your spell schools before you even play the Multicaster. There have been times where I've played Primordial Studies into Lightning Bloom into the Multicaster just to get those 2 quick card draws, and I was able to have like some kind of turn even though I had the Overload, restrict me the next turn. But some other cards I would highly recommend keeping in this deck, depending on what you're fighting, is you can keep Primordial Studies and Novice Zapper with the combination of Landslide if you know that you're fighting an aggro deck. So like Shadow Priest, for example. Shadow Priest is a deck that completely thrives on being able to have 2 to 3 minions stick on the field. They play the 1/3 and then they have a bunch of damage, and then with the rest of their deck, they have enough in-hand burst in order to kill you throughout any stages of the game. And I had a bit of trouble with the Aggro Priest lineup, or the Aggro Priest matchup every now and again, even though this is supposed to be very, very favorable for you. And if you do have the Snowfall Guardian procs in a row, then that does become game winning if you're not within their burst range. But the Landslide Novice Zapper combo is very, very important against the aggro matchups. I think I've said that like 3 times now, and because it literally wins. If you look back to the stats, you'll notice that Landslide, compared to all of the other like easily kept cards, like the cards that you will keep more than 0.5% of the time, has a better mulligan win rate than all of these cards. It's literally showing you that this card wins the aggro matchups. There have been other times to where I've kept like Serpent Portal if I'm going up against Druid. I keep Primal Dungeoneer if I think that might be a good way of being able to cycle some draw very, very early. But more times than not, the cards that I usually keep on my mulligan are Primordial Studies, Sleep Breaker, Wildpaw Cavern. I will keep Bloom if I want to go for the Wildpaw Cavern Cavern Initiative, but again, it's got a 70% kept win rate, so it might be pretty decent to keep that card more times than not. But usually I like to go for like the immediate play. I don't like keeping Bloom unless I have something I'm specifically shooting for. But I hope you guys got a little bit of help from that mulligan guide, because this deck is very, very dependent on how you mulligan. There are times where, you know, you go for the landslide combo and it isn't enough because they have just enough burst damage. So now my next question is, what about Bru'kan? Is Bru'kan worth it? Yes and no. I believe you don't have to go out of your way to craft this card if you are really, really, you know, stressed for dust and you don't have a lot of, you know, resources to work with at the moment. But Bru'kan was something that I added in the last 16 games of my climb, and I ended up going 12-4 with him. So he definitely has ways of being, you know, effective. I would say that 3 of those games were actually won because of Bru'kan, not just through the hero powers, but through the healing that he provides you. Sometimes that 5 armor and, you know, healing for 6 is just good enough, even though you're not ruling the random hero powers. That's just, you know, what you need in order to stabilize. So hopefully that will give you guys a few ideas of how to approach this deck. And if you don't have Bru'kan, don't worry about it. You don't 100% need it, but I got a little bit frustrated because in the Shaman mirror, it can make a little bit of a difference. But I hope you guys enjoy this take on the Freeze Burn Shaman that's absolutely dominating the ladder right now. Again, this is the only deck that I played on the Asia server, so if you're strapping for dust and you don't know what to play, I can highly recommend this deck to you, because not only is it cheap, it is extremely powerful. If you guys have any kind of questions about how you're supposed to play some of your games, if you have like replays or like screenshots with like toss-up situations that you didn't know which play to go for, feel free to leave some comments down below asking me how I would play out some of these games, because this is not the most straightforward deck in the world. There have been a lot of really difficult plays that I've had to find in order to hit my outs. There are going to be times you're going to have to YOLO for the landslide and the aggro matchups, because you're just not going to be able to mitigate the damage through freezing. That's if you don't have your Snowfall Guardian or if they have the burst. But regardless, I'd be happy to help you guys with any kind of questions you may have about this deck. Just feel free to leave a comment down below and I'll get to you guys as soon as I can. And don't forget, if you do enjoy this kind of content, feel free to like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel in order to be notified about any other future uploads we happen to come out with. The deck code is down below, both with Bru'kan and without Bru'kan, but in case you guys are lazy, you just get rid of a Primal Dungeoneer in favor for Bru'kan. You only need one of those if you really want to run the hero card. We've also got a Patreon in case you guys want to get some coaching or some other free perks and bonuses for supporting the channel. And as always, if you want to catch these clips live, we stream at twitch.tv/ClarkHELLSCREAM. I hope you guys enjoy being hot and cold, yes and no, in and out, up and down. We'll see you for the next video. Chat, put some hype. Put some hype in chat. We're gonna get the Wild Paw. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Let me put my hype in chat before I do it. Yeah. Come on, baby. Give me the Wild Paw. Make this easy for me, please. Alright. Alright, we're halfway there. We're halfway there. Give me the bloom. Bloom me, dude. I want to say that I'm blooming. Oh, I'm blooming. Oh, I'm blooming. Chat, hold me back. I'm blooming. Oh, I bloomed. You know, I need some water after blooming all over the place. Such an underrated meme. I'm blooming. Yo, oh, I'm gonna mispronounce this probably. Shern Zian plays. Thank you so much for that follow, man. Good to have you here. Thank you, RNGesus. Nah, man, that was all planned. All planned. I bloomed so hard. That's disgusting for them. Call an ambulance. Call an ambulance. But not for me. I'm a huge bloomer. Okay, well, he was able to progress the quest. That's at least something here. Let's see, do I even care about playing the Sleepbreaker? Do I want the 3-2? I guess I could play this right here to prevent, like, well, there's no way you talented into HELLSCREAM. That's an overreaction, right? Now suddenly one talented Arcanist seems like it's enough. What is this board he got out of nowhere? Give me the landslide. Did not hit landslide, but that's fine. I have another Wild Paw. Can literally just play that on turn 4. I bloomed way too fast. Oh no. My bloom is everywhere. I think I need to literally freeze one of these minions. Oh wait, my Fuck my positioning. I'm gonna get punished for that. If he's got talented, I literally just fucked myself with that play. No, Clark, why are you like this? Let's go face. He doesn't have it. I'm gonna regret this, aren't I? I'm gonna regret this. I'm gonna regret this, aren't I? What is with me and playing to the left? Why do I throw out this way? Should be brutes. Probably runs jailer, no talented. I thought Quest Demon Hunter, even though it ran brutes, still ran talented HELLSCREAM. Regardless, I still should have played around it. Positioning, lul. Oh, does he literally have the brutes? No. No, it's turn 4, dude. It's turn 4. Yeah, he didn't draw enough cards. Okay. Oh. Yo, nice timing. I think I might be getting top 50 next turn.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, you went to McDonald's. Did you get me fries? You got me fries? Are these actually for me? Or are these for you? No, we're gonna split these. Because guess what? We're top 50, baby! And I got fries! Hey! Jesus, dude, these jumps are completely non-existent, by the way. Still not lethal if I trade? Yeah, I guess I'm being a little hard on myself. But going on to the my thoughts on Bru'kan, whether or not you play him, if you want my honest opinion, I feel like Bru'kan is... I don't think this is okay, this is 100% accurate. But you know how some people were to, like, some people said that if you were to play Kayn in Brute Demon Hunter, it was like training wheels? I feel like that's kind of the same thing with Bru'kan. Because the only really usefulness that Bru'kan has is sometimes healing in aggro matchups. And, okay, this is Shaman. I want to go for Scam. But at the same time, I have Draw. God, I'm really bad at the Shaman mirror. I feel like I go for the wrong out sometimes. I think I'm just gonna keep Lightning Bloom. Bru'kan can also be good in the mirror. But, like, I really haven't missed him on my climb. The only time I miss Bru'kan is when I'm like, oh wait, I wish I had some healing right now. That's about the only time. But other than that, like, I could understand, like, cutting a Primal Dungeoneer for Bru'kan. I originally was playing this deck because I didn't have the dust for it. But I eventually opened him through the Tavern Rewards. So I could be playing Bru'kan. Yeah, okay, Bru'kan for 6 damage hero powers is nice. But you know what's nicer? Like, drawing through the deck. And as much as it sucks to only have one, like, as much as Primal Dungeoneer sucks, like, there are times where it's really useful. And Bru'kan just becomes, like, a card that sits in my hand. Like, Bru'kan is the only reason why you have any chance against Warrior. That's a damn fact. Bru'kan OP. Roll the Taunt Totem, Cavern plus go face. Oh, in that previous turn, instead of where I froze the turn? Maybe that was actually the line. I feel like I definitely could have considered that game a little bit more. My problem is, like, okay, so my problem as a Hearthstone player, and this is something that I feel like a lot of people can relate to, my biggest problem is just assuming that I win a game off, like, the matchup mulligan. It's like, oh, I queued into a Shadow Priest, I win. But it's like, no, Clark, you gotta actually play the game. Okay, hold on a minute. I don't like this minion being alive, but it's a Quest Shaman. How threatening can this thing be? Especially if I'm gonna make him, you know, I'm gonna make his next spell cost more. I think I'm fine with this. I'll go ahead and just freeze this just to cycle. I like Bru'kan for healing because I don't feel confident enough to cut him. See, and that's exactly why Bru'kan is fine. Like, Bru'kan is more of a comfort pick. I feel like if you're really experienced with the deck, I don't know if you want Bru'kan for, like, optimally speaking. It really just also depends what you're going up against. if I was fighting more face hunters and more like aggro decks in general, I would probably put Bru'kan in the deck for the healing purposes. But then there's also the case that they kill you faster. So it's just like, I really haven't missed it all too much. Yo, what's going on, Talbot? Good to have you here, man. And Sports, thanks for dropping on by, guys. We're trying to qualify for the Masters Tour. From what I hear, top 20 camp is a safe place to be. Will it qualify? Probably not 100% likely, but it's a good goal to go for at the moment. You also like Bru'kan in the Warlock matchup, though? I don't even know if I like it in the Warlock matchup. Like, the Warlock matchup really just comes down to the fact if they roll through their deck or not. Like, Bru'kan really doesn't help the games where, you know, you're already losing based off tempo and based off of them having the healing. Like, I feel like the only way you can really beat Warlock consistently is with the big Snowfall Guardians, but you have to set them up. I'm sleeping on the 6 damage hero power. I mean, I think I'm running into more matchups. I think I'm running into more matchups that it doesn't matter. Like, maybe I do cut a Primal Dungeon here, but it's just like, I really haven't missed it. I feel like part of me is also just doing it for the free-to-play aspect. So that way I can make a YouTube video where it's like, I qualified to the Masters Tour with a free-to-play account. It's possible. That kind of thing. I feel like that would have some good clickbait to it. Part of me is thinking playing the Guardian now, but what's even the point? I mean, it does gain +4/+4, 7 drop. Gotta pass tomorrow, praise. Oh, yo, Ulticon. Good luck on your test tomorrow, buddy. We'll give you all the hype you need tomorrow. Once you pass. Okay, I'm just gonna swing. Fuck it. I don't know. I don't see a better play here. The idea of like holding off the minions was a little bit enticing too, but I like the idea of going tempo. Because if I'm gonna play this next turn anyway, if I'm gonna play this next turn anyway, why does it matter? Yeah, because Quest Shaman doesn't play the AoE. So I feel fine with building up a big board here to make the Perpetual Flames a little bit more useless. Plus, he kind of wants to play for board, right? So I could do that, go for like a multicaster turn, set up combo. Or set up, you know, enough to kill him. Wait, what? Oh, I was about to say, they hard run this card now? I don't know where I've been, but it hasn't been at this meta. Thanks for all the help. Good night. Yeah, no problem, Ezreal. I'll be making a YouTube video about this deck shortly. Explaining, like, why I like Bru'kan, why I don't. But, like, I was trying to record my thoughts yesterday, and I was just having a really hard time getting past the Mulligan, because the Mulligan is really the hardest part of this deck. And I still don't feel like I have a 100% grasp on it. Part of me just always goes for the Wild Paw Cavern, where it's just like, that's just the correct thing to do. Just go for the turn 1 lethal. But when you're not on coin, it's just like, I always keep Primordial Studies. There will be times that I'll keep Multicaster if I'm going up against like a mirror or if I'm going up against a slower matchup. Like you just really gotta know what to keep with this deck. And there are times where like I've kept like Portal against the Druid, Serpent Portal. If I draw Macaw, I think this just really is OP. Macaw or Landslide would be pretty decent. Is he really gonna kill this? Oh my god, calm down, dude. Well, I got the clear. But the issue is now I'm out of Snowfall Guardians. That actually really blows. Like, that hurts a lot. It's a 1/1 with the spell damage. Guess we'll just play this now. I guess Macaws are going to be used for card draw. We got to kill him with combo. Okay. Got 1 lightning bolt. This would be another matchup where Bru'kan would be pretty good. Maybe I switch Bru'kan for the final push. I imagine this Primal Dungeoneer being a Bru'kan right now would actually be super important. Could literally go for like AoE and oh shit. I have another landslide. I haven't played a Frost card yet, have I? So play Brilliant Macaw, hopefully find the other Primordial studies in the overdraft. Maybe find the other Zapper. Like, we really just need to find the gas. Keep in mind, we haven't even played Wildpaw Cavern yet. I don't know if that's an unlucky thing or a lucky thing. But tempoing out minions seems like a good idea to try and close the gap here. Not really a fan of the mount cards, any of them. I think Noble Mount is pretty fine. I like Noble Mount for Paladin specifically. Like, it's literally the kind of card you want, right? You give a minion Divine Shield, and then suddenly, when it dies, it summons another Divine Shield minion. Like, ugh. Paladin just cares about having something to stick a spell onto. Also, Ramming Mount. Yeah, Ramming Mount's also insane. Immune is OP. Okay, what if I set up a lethal here if he plays Bru'kan? Is that possible? Wait, what? Wow, he really doesn't want to take any damage, huh? Oh boy. Okay, good start. Top deck Wildpaw Cavern? Alright, here's an idea. Trade Overdraft, Primordial Studies, Lightning Bloom, the Wildpaw Cavern that we're about to top deck. Okay, never mind. Guild Trader's actually really good. Okay, so next turn we'll Wildpaw Cavern into this. But am I just gonna die though? I see how we can win. Because if we get the Zapper and we have this, with all of the man, I wanted to save the Lightning Blooms, but I couldn't because of hand space. Do I actually just have to go for it here if I top deck Zapper? How much is this with the Zapper draw? Be 6, 12, 18, plus 1. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 10. Oh my god, is that enough? Okay, that's a little unfortunate. Alright, I'm just gonna have to go for it. Fuck it, we're not even gonna count. We're just gonna have to go for it. Who counts? We're not nerds. We're gamers. Yeah. Okay, yeah, let's actually count this though. Big lethal. Yo, what's going on, Dare? Back in top
Back in
100.
Top 100 BB, let's go.
Oh shit, that's healing. That's healing though, buddy. I feel like this is still enough, right? At 30? Is this gonna be an OTK? I don't know. Let's figure it out. If it's not enough damage, then oops. I guess we should have played harder. We should have played around the lethal. What if we get spell damage out of this? I don't think it's enough. Oh! That's exactly lethal! Fuck yes! I never count! Oh, let's go! Literally didn't count it. Dude, I just believe in the JoJo music. Whenever this theme comes on, the highest RNG happens every time. But like literally, if the Scale of the Onyxia wasn't in the deck, Kazakus would not be fast enough and it would just die out. Best take I've heard in a while. I don't know if that's sarcastic and that makes me scared. Part of me is actually just upset that I keep losing that matchup as a Shaman. But I have to lose that matchup 25% of the time anyway. But I really do believe that Scale of the Onyxia is why I'm losing that matchup more often. Shading board freezing 10-10s is trash. Alright, you can agree with that. I'm not saying that my deck is any better. I'm just saying that Kazakusan is completely overrated. And everyone who's calling for it to be nerfed or to be changed, it's like, dude, the card isn't even that good. It's just enabled. It's enabled super hardcore. People don't even have really an issue with Kazakusan right now. They have more of an issue with the ramp. But Federalist coming in with the Prime, 13 months, my friend. Welcome back to the Horde. Good to have you back with us, man. Did you know that spammy Wax Rager oh. Wait. Spammy Arcanist doesn't have a cap of 30. Wax Rager, wait. Wax Rager kills the Wax Rager because the 30 rep cap also applies to Ragers. It can only respawn 30 times? That is a YouTube video right there, Higgs. Wait, I thought Spammy's okay, I thought Spammy Arcanist's cap was 14. I literally proved this in a different video. Did they change how many times Spammy Arcanist can trigger now? Because I thought it was like 14. Really awkward start here. I don't want to play in the Glide. I could play like Portal into like Lightning Bloom. You know what? I actually want to empty out my hand. I'll keep the Lightning Bolt because I'll need it for lethal, but I like the idea of tempoing him here. I gotta play around Glide to the best of my ability. Oh, I didn't really count. I just assumed it was the standard 30 since before the Wax Ragers didn't respawn after the last proc. Might have to go back and count. At least that's a science experiment we can test, though. Like, that's a really easy thing to set up. Like, you just play Kazakusan, hit the Wax Rager, which hopefully you get the option. It's pretty unlikely for you not to get the Wax Rager, right? I mean, I guess it's, you know, same possibility as all the other ones. I don't know, man. I feel like they should, you know, they should adjust the given rates of some of the cards. Like, I feel like, you know, Ember of Ragnaros should be a card that pops up like 10% of the time. Like, I don't know. I just... Ember of Ragnaros just feels way too powerful for the treasures. That's my biggest gripe about Kazakusan. It's like the big, chunky damage cards. Locust is also kind of insane. I don't know how much I like that card. But the deck needs something to deal damage, so you can't take out both of them. You've heard the same thing from multiple sources. Spammy kills a Wax Rager. If only the meta was centered around killing Wax Ragers. Then just like that, I'd be top tier. How likely is he to just glide this turn? I played around it last turn, but it's like I can't really do that this turn and have a meaningful play. Ooh, wait a minute. I can do this instead now. Okay, this works out. Maybe I draw one and it's good. Okay, cool. Suddenly Glide isn't as painful, and if I top deck Multicaster from it, it works a lot easier. Although something else I'm probably gonna have to do is play Multicaster when he plays his 7/7. '56 Legend is pretty top tier. Well, you see, it's actually tier 2 because top tier would be top 50. Kazakhstan into Bloom Solar Ember is quite the bad feeling. Yeah, that's like the biggest gripe I have is when those kind of combos happen. I mean, hell, dude, Solar Eclipse into 0-mana Book of the Dead that you get from Moonlit Guidance, so you get another one, then you draw 3 cards, and then you get the other one. That's already 28 damage, dude. Like, Jesus. It's nuts. Absolutely nutty. Alright, so we completed the quest. Let's draw some cards. Can we pressure our turn 7 lethal? It's possible. Depends what we get out of this though. This actually isn't the hand I really wanted. I'm gonna have to just freeze the board. Damn, dude, for drawing a bunch of cards, it feels like I didn't draw anything. Just needed the damage to try and end this game. Maybe this is better. Stops the 7/7. If he glides me, I still have a chance to do something important. I don't have my Guardians gone. I got the 3/4 spawning. I love the OTK that Kazakhstan enables for Druid, Solar Eclipse, Ragnaros, Ember. Really complex. Notice my sarcasm. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, Druid having that in particular just seems nutty. Because they're the only ones that can double up on spells, except for, like, Shaman. Like, the only other way Shaman can do it is by literally playing an entire game of activating their quest. Oh, wait, I'm not getting glided? Hell yeah. You want something? Hey, let's go. Okay. Thanks for letting me know. When they rip the double book, same turn and playing Kazakhstan. Yeah, I know, right? That's just the worst feeling. I don't think anything tops that. Wait a minute. This is just gonna... I'm just gonna clear. Stop it. Stop playing cards. Stop doing the thing where you stop me from winning the game. Sir. Sir, I am trying to win. Don't you notice what you're doing to these people's entertainment? You realize that, don't you, sir? This is still 6. I could do this. Wait, hold on. Last card I played was Multicaster, right? Oh, shit. I don't remember. I guess I should just play the regular one then. Oh, I hit the other zapper. Alright, there's a lot of draws I need to avoid. Okay, alright. Good start. Good start. Okay. Is this the list Kibler was playing yesterday? What, the Demon Hunter deck or my deck? I'm gonna be smart about this game and keep the Sleepbreaker. And because of that, the game is gonna give me bloom for being such a smart gamer, right? Right? You're gonna give me the bloom for being a smart gamer. The big brain gameplay. Oh, damn it. Okay, fine. We'll go with the regular curve. Ooh! Never mind, we got a different curve. What rank do I plan on chilling? I'm gonna see where like the big jump is, and I'm probably gonna chill there. I don't imagine the big jump is gonna happen until we reach like mid-30s. Like maybe like 35 will like jump to like 27. Like if we get like a 10 jump rank, like if we get like a 10 rank, if we boost up like 10 ranks or something like that, then yeah, we're definitely chilling. It just depends on where that big jump is, because then that means everybody else above those ranks are pretty much camping. So we're gonna be doing some science to figure out where that point is. Okay, he's playing aggro. I need to hit landslide. Best time to play this card. Man, I don't know. Every single time I listen to this song, I want to ask my band to cover it. This is a song we can legitimately play because we have a horn section. It'd be really fun. I'm gonna go ahead and just kill this. Okay, we got the landslide. I think next turn we just go for the clear, so that way composting doesn't get out of control. However, with these 2 acorn draws... Yikes. Okay. No composting. I feel like I'm about to get composted. Don't compost me, dude! No! Oh, it's fine. If he draws any squirrels, they're gonna get drawn now. So that way the second part of the landslide will kill. Oh, that's sad. No, oh my god, no squirrels? PogChamp, bro. Insta-compost, I know, right? Like, oh, right as I was about to completely destroy any hope and chances that he might have had. Now I have to worry about, like, Oracle plays. Does this mean that I can only win the Snowfall Guardian now? Shrug. Into a Doorbell Infestation. Dude, if you don't kill my spell damage minion, I'm just gonna destroy everything again. Broken card, 2 mana, draw 7. Well, it was only a 2 mana draw 7 because he had a board available. Yeah, it's definitely a good card, but if it costs like 3 mana or anything like that, it would be a dead card. Also, this is it. No. It's fine. Out of my game, please. Please and thank you, leave this game. Run away, Simba. Run away and never return. Have fun with your friend. I'll have my phone nearby me. Just let me know what's up. In fact, I should probably double check to make sure I'm not missing any messages. My phone's always got a ton of notifications, except they're never worth anything. I get a bunch of like Google ads, and it's like, hey, did you hear about this news thing that you probably didn't care about, but now you're overly reacting to it? Yeah, that happens a lot with Google stories. Like I literally, okay, so like to give an example of what I mean, like I say one thing into a microphone and then suddenly I'll get like 5 different like ads about it. Like I literally asked Libby if she wanted to maybe go see John Mulaney because he's actually coming by my town right around my birthday. I'm actually really hyped to go and potentially see him. But the big issue is the fact that I keep getting targeted ads for it. It's like I already won it. Stop doing this to me. Like, I don't know. I just need a VPN. That's all I really need. Oh, shit. Is he about to play Arbor Up? Maybe I should have played around it. Why didn't I play around Arbor Up, actually? Yeah, why didn't I play around Arbor Up? I was too busy talking about John Mulaney, that's why. Okay, Vosh me. Oh my god, no way. Dude, I don't even get to... Disgusting! 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 Disgusting. Absolutely, absolutely disgusting. I don't think I deserved it, but I'm going to take it. Alright, just give me the Wild Paw Cavern so this game is easy. Okay. Come on, man. Come on, one more card. One more card. You gave me both Wild Paw Caverns. It's happening twice now. They need to change the text for the 4-mana card. Wait, which 4-mana card? Blood Mage or Phoenix? If I'm going for tempo, then I go for draw. And we're gonna be going for tempo with the Wild Paw Cavern. Is it just me, or does this sound like a Kingdom Hearts theme? This doesn't sound like Pokemon. Straight up feel like I'm about to fight Xehanort right now. Do I care about freezing that? I care about card draw. Something if I draw Lightning Bloom, I'm also just gonna play it. Tempo Blood Mage. Well, that'll show him. Okay. What do you think about putting the new Fire Spell in this deck for the extra card draw with multi? What's the new Fire Spell? Are you talking about the 5 mana AoE? Not sure if I like that, to be honest. This deck is just, it's really more about, it's more of a tempo deck than a combo deck. And I don't think you need to put in another fire card for the multicaster. You seem to draw well enough with this deck already. Adding a high roll potential for that doesn't make a lot of sense. But does this, like, is there a different fire card that you're thinking of? Because the one I'm thinking of is like the rip-off of Volcano. Like that card. Okay, so here's my thought process. I want to play this after he gets all the value of the 3/4s. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that, though. Versus if I just do it now, I could also play Blood Mage. Like, the board dies, I hit him in the face, he needs to do something with it immediately. This is before his Guardian turn. I also have Overdraft. I think I like it. Yeah, that totem did kind of fuck me up a little bit, but that wasn't what I was worried about. Like, the biggest thing here is that I'm forcing him to have to play defensively, right? And that's his defensive play. Oh my god, wait a minute. Yo, whoa, calm down! Okay. Oh, but I hit the other landslide. Oh my god, that just lines up perfectly. That's not fair. Okay, never mind. I need to calm down. Because now I get to play a Wild Paw Cavern again. Now is this just going to come down to the Guardians? I've got both of mine. Go ahead and make the trade. Not bad. Damn, he also has the other Wild Paw. But he's got less cards than I do, and I've got the Snowfalls. So I think I'm fine to just go ahead and slam it. Go ahead and trade it, because I need to hit like macaws right now. Also didn't low roll. You have yours. That's pretty effective. That's pretty much like using a Snowfall Guardian here. Dude. Spell damage making all the difference now. Well, this should knock him out, right? Oh, wait a minute. I misordered. I should have played the Sleep Breaker. I'll be fine. Not even gonna totem. Not worth it. No way. $13, 16. Yeah, this is lethal, right? 16 plus 8, 24. Where's the jump? Where's the jump? Let's see what's up. So I've played about almost 150 games with this deck on the server, and I've got a 66% win rate. All of my games on Asia, I've only played Shaman. Wait, I'm actually subpar in the Shaman mirror, really? Damn, dude, I gotta work on my Shaman mirror game. But yeah, 25-8 against Druid, 19-7 against Priest, 11-7 against Rogue. This deck is nuts. This deck is low-key nuts. Is the Shaman mirror bad without Bru'kan? I would actually say that it doesn't come down to the Bru'kan. Like, Bru'kan is more so for like greedier matchups, like the Druids, the Warriors. Like, Bru'kan gives you an out against Warrior, kind of. Some people like the idea of also running Viper in that matchup, but again, I would not recommend putting Viper in for a ladder deck. Viper would be more of like a tournament lineup. This guy's really thinking about his turns, though. I guess I should too. But if I top deck Wild Paw Cavern, I got nothing to think about. Come on, Wild Paw me, dude. Wild Paw me, dude. Damn. I'm not gonna lie, part of me really wanted to like just bloom into Portal. But that's such a bad move. Damn, man. I'm not gonna have an easy game, am I? Discard Kazakhstan. It's never happened to me yet. I have yet to see a Druid discard the Kazakhstan. One of these days, I'd love to see it. Give me a monkey. Dude, you know what we need? We need a crab that eats dragons. Oh no. Okay, it's fine. I have landslide. Clearly, he didn't think about it. Dude, now he's overloaded. This is so nuts. 2 mana. We're gonna do play Guff. I mean, you could play Guff, but let's not do that. Kazakhstan is coming up pretty soon. I think I want to push max tempo. Oh god! No! Wait, that's. Wait, hold on. Wait, no. That's not bad, is it? Hold on a minute. Okay, he could definitely play Kazakhstan next turn. Yeah, bad against a Druid AoE. Fair point. Fair point. I freaked out over nothing. If this was a Warlock matchup, that would have mattered. Luckily, this is not the matchup that it matters. Oh wait, Lunar Eclipse. Fuck, that's actually, yeah, that's a big deal. Okay, you can stop this now. Like a top deck Overdraft. Druid's still a really good matchup. And if he wants to play Kazakhstan, he's gonna have to take a lot of damage. Go ahead, play him. Got 10 damage. If he plays Kazakhstan, he's literally dead.
This must be the way.
He needs to fish for armor. But even then, like, what are you gonna do against my combo? I still have the board. I'm pretty sure this is just game over. Tempo King wins. Go ahead, concede. It's game over. Even if he plays like Glowfly or something.
This storm is in
Where's the jump? Where is it? Where's the jump?